What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Morbified Rides. I'm your host, Morbid Mopars. Today I'm doing a channel introduction video. I should have done this a long time ago, but I'm a little bit camera shy. So anyway, just wanted to talk about what I want to do on this channel and show you around my shop and some of my own personal projects and some of the ones for the future. So here we go. Here's the shop. Have a Hobart old welder, bandsaw, drill press. We have an exhaust bender, bench grinder, belt sander, 1965 CB450 black bomber. That motorcycle probably would run if I put a battery in it, hook the fuel lines back up and the spark plug wire back up. It has race fuel in it right now. Had that bike for quite a while. My goal is to have it on the road within 2 years. I did have it running a few years ago. It ran really well. Just other projects and ADHD and money and health always seem to get in the way. Shelf with all my supplies, tool cabinet, 1968 440. That one, I'm not sure what I'm going to put that in yet. I'm thinking either my 1978 D100 or maybe possibly my 1970 Challenger. Haven't decided yet. Right here is a future project. This one's going to be coming up on the channel really recently. This belonged to a guy named BMW Bill, who was a U.S. Army veteran. He recently lost his battle to cancer, and he had two twin boys, or a set of twin boys, I should say, both of which are very good friends of mine. They're both, one's U.S. Army veteran, one I think is Air Force. This motorcycle was in a flood, I'd say a month prior to Bill's passing, and I'm going to try to get that one to go. I'm going to put that up on the channel for you guys. Hopefully I can make it go. The boys love the bike, and obviously they love their dad. Their dad was a hell of a good guy, and so are they. So fingers crossed we can save it. Over here we have a Harbor Freight piece of crap refrigerator air dryer. I would not recommend buying this to anybody. It actually worked really well for about the first year, and then the reservoir that catches the water got cracks all through it, and you can't get a replacement one. I haven't figured out exactly what I need to do there to try to make it work again. It can't trap the water, and whatever I do end up doing has to have an automatic drain within the little miniature tank that captures the water. So that's that. Toolboxes, workbench. This was my great-grandfather's bench grinder. It's I think it's a Swee. I'm not really sure how to pronounce it. It's really good. It works well. I use that to polish metal. To-do list board. I don't use it anymore. Yeah, there's a lot of crap on there. Up there's offerings to the gods of speed. Shelf that came from the idea came from the movie World's Fastest Indian. It is one of my favorite movies of all time. Everything up there has been mechanical failures of mine. You know, on the pursuit of speed or while doing burnouts or racing or whatever. There's a lot of ATV and snowmobile stuff up there. It's turbo from my Conquest TSI that I no longer own. Camshaft from Mistress V. You know, lifters, pistons, cams, all kinds of stuff. And behind me we have Lilith. This is my 1971 340 4-speed Plymouth Duster. I've owned this car since 2004, and once again, ADHD, health, money, never got to it until 2020. Then I ended up building a motor for it and put it together. This has been the car I've been working on the most here recently. 1968 340. It has the original pistons in it. I just honed the cylinders, re-ringed it, re-bearinged it, high volume oil pump. It has an unknown camshaft in it. I pulled a cam out of another 340 that had engine failure right after they started it up on the break-in process, but the cam was still mint, so I used that. J-heads, lots and lots of time in porting and port matching the heads. She runs really well. I already have some videos up of this one running. Really cool car. I love this thing. It's got a 8 3/4 with the 391 spool in it. It's a little dirty, but she is a 4-gear car, guys and girls. Love this car. Moving on. Let's go this way. Out here. There probably won't be a lot of content on this, but This is my 1999 Polaris XC500. I acquired this from a former mentor of mine who has since passed on. He bought this, sent the carbs out to get cleaned somewhere, and then never went and picked them up, and he ended up passing. So I bought the thing, had to put in ignition switch in carburetors. I bought them off eBay. I did a set of Boys and Rage cages and a boost bottle on this one. Did some jet work. She runs real well for an XC500. I'd love to have a newer sled, just can't afford it. Moving on, let's go back to the toy shed. So like I said, I live in Adams County. We have a big backyard. We have about 10 acres here. It's absolutely beautiful out here in the country. Okay, so 99 Bear Tracker 250. I got this one for free from a friend of my dad's who could no longer use it. I used to maintain it for him. This gentleman also allows me to ride on his property. Very nice guy. 05 Polaris Predator 500. I got this one not running. It needed the fuel system going through and a timing chain and valve adjustment checked and a battery. That one runs really well. It's a really good running four-wheeler. Back there we have a 1985 Kawasaki KXT 250. This belonged to a friend of mine who passed away. He was one of my best friends. I learned to port and knife edge two-strokes with him on this particular three-wheeler. It's got a Wiseco high compression piston in it. Obviously it's ported and knife edged. V-Force 3 reeds, DG pipe answers, or no, it doesn't have the answer silencer. It has an FMF Power Core 2 silencer on it now. Swing arm's been extended 11 inches, and the problem I keep having with this one is I can't figure out how to keep the chain tension right, that the chain doesn't pop. I destroyed one engine bottom end from not having that set up correctly, and 2 summers ago I came up with, can't really see it, that contraption. Worked good for a while. I rode it one day, had it washed up, was getting ready to put it away. Did one more quick, blast with it, and the chain popped and took out the shifter shaft, which they no longer make. I do have another one, but with this thing, it's been nothing but issues since I've had it, and I keep hurting myself on it. Real fast four-wheeler, or three-wheeler. I think I'm probably going to clean this one up and put it in my man cave. It has more sentimental value to me than anything else. Did want to put a 82 KX250 motor on it, which I have. That needs re-nickel-sealed and new piston. But that is probably not going to be in the cards for that anytime soon. Right here we have my 1970 Challenger, and I'm ashamed that it is covered with stuff. Her name is Ginger. It's a 318 automatic on the floor. It's originally white. I got it for a hell of a deal. I already have a video of this one up. This is the first time I got it started and moving under its own power. Plans for this, I want to do a 340, and I have one sitting in the shop for it that I'm going to put together, and I'd like to convert it to a 4-speed. I have a thing for stick shifts. I'm not a big automatic guy. I like to be able to bang gears, so that's the plan for that one. We have a Grizzly 660. I picked this one up for $300. It sat in the field for about 6 years, and it was in a lot better shape when I got it, but I let a lot of my friends ride it, and it was wrecked many times and had the ever-living snot beat out of it. Right now it's using more oil than fuel, so it needs a top end rebuild and a timing chain. The timing chain is also stretched real bad on it. Not sure if I'm going to cover that one